Guys, today we have another subscriber replay. This time it is Buffer Overrun, and he is in his 112, and he's top tier, and we're on Ents. So let's see how this game goes. You guys need to keep sending those replays in if you would. I am extremely busy at work and not able to play that much, so if you have an ace, send it in. We're going to have a bunch of aces from subscribers this week. This is a great place to go, by the way, to get a first free shot. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out, but it's a good place to go, and then also to know if and when the who all's coming from the enemy. You know, what are you going to be facing? So, yes, do send your replays in, though, guys. Very important. We get a shot on the Tiger 1, which is great, and it looks like his heavies are overmatched here, and we'll just have to see how that goes. So I've got several replays from other guys, and I can't wait to show them this week. I'm excited about it. One of the things that you'll note on this replay is that there are 3 artilleries, and those, by the way, a Cromwell B facing a 112, you have basically no chance, and he's firing AP. So good job to kind of see that that is probably something you should attack there. Now what you're seeing, and I'm watching this for the first time, but what you're seeing is Buffer Overrun in his 112. He is taking positions to get flanking shots on guys, and he pulls a nice little side scrape out there and is able to bounce the Tiger. So he is turning guns on the enemy side, right? Which is fantastic. It's currently 3-4, and the field is kind of looking even. The city, it looks like they're behind, but here is Buffer Overrun behind the enemy, right? And so nevertheless, he's got another shot here coming up, it looks like, and he hits the IS, and that puts him up to almost 2,000 damage. And again, he's behind the enemy, and they are just flat ignoring him. They don't even realize he's here. So it looks like Artie is taking an interest in him, and I feel like he's doing the right thing here. He is pushing the top tier tank because he is a top tier tank, right? And hopefully just misses that shot, but hopefully he can get some shots on this T-32. To be honest with you, I thought that the 112 was faster than this, like it could outrun a T-32. So he does a great job of side scraping and using his armor to create positions where his enemy cannot hit him. Unfortunately, he does get hit here, but let's keep in mind that he's got 390 alpha versus the T-32 has 320 alpha. So he's keeping this guy tracked, which is smart. He just nudges him. Anytime you do like 1 damage to that track, it's enough to take the guy, keep his tracks off, and you can just nudge him, keep the tracks off, and it looks like Buffer Overrun is fairly good at this tank. He's got 2 marks on it. Notice he has only used standard rounds, and the good news for him, although it's 11-11, he is the top tier tank, and they've got a Scorpion, which is a tier, is that a Scorpion G or a Scorpion? That's got to be the tier 8 Scorpion G. So, yep, there he is. But he's the top tier, and he has some armor, and in this situation, it's important to have armor because the sight lines are so short on this map that if you have armor, you have a huge advantage over the enemy. So his teammates are dying. If he can get There we go. That was a nice shot. Good job, Buffer. So he takes out his opposite number in the other tier 8, and now it's an Artie and 2 tier 7s against him. Now, the tier 7s have mobility, but the Artie could be a non-factor in this map if he chooses to make the positional play. But it looks to me like he might be going after the Artie, and that's exactly what he's doing. So one thing you have to be careful of on this in this situation is you need to take guns out quick. If you're watching and you've not been in this situation, that is the best way to deal with it, is take out the enemy quick and catch them isolated, because in a map this small, it's very easy for them to gather back up with their teammates and create a 3 versus 1. So that said, it looks like the oh my gosh, he just missed the T-71DA. That's really unfortunate. So you see what he's doing though, he is jamming this artillery, and the Artie actually is making quite a wise play. He is trying to keep our hero here from killing the light tank. But the problem is the light tank really should not be sitting there. You see Buffer Overrun in a perfect side scrape position. He is ammo racked at this point, but a T-34-100, he is a one-shot for him. And the T-34-100 has, I think, 250 pen on his gold rounds. This here's a risky cross, but nevertheless, he may realize that that T-34-100 is doing something else. I don't know. But I believe that Buffer Overrun, now that he's killed the 2 other guys in a 3v1 while he's ammo racked, I believe he's got the advantage here. We'll have to see what health that T-34-100 is on. I did not pay attention, guys. I'm sorry. Still having a little trouble with allergies, boys and girls. So, he does fix his ammo rack. That's fantastic. And now in a 1v1, I would not want to be in a T-34-100, even against a one-shot. So I like what he's doing here. I liked that position, and the reason I like that position is you can stay hull down, and there's really only one way to flank you, and that's by coming, you know, I should have made this map bigger, and that's by coming up around behind. And even that, if you're in this in this side here, you've got this building blocking you. Oh, it looks like the T-34-100 is using HE rounds. That is not good news. Oh my gosh, look at that. Wow. He ended up get 385 damage and then set him on fire before the enemy could shoot him with HE again. Wow. 6 kills, 5,000 damage, 2,300 block, 224 assist. That was a great game. Thanks for sending that in, Buffer. And let's and he is a subscriber, folks, so give him some kudos in the comments, and we will show you the after action report on this one. I hope to heck this is an ace, right? Well, indeed it is an ace. He also got a Spartan for blocking damage when he was on low health, a steel wall, a high caliber, and of course a top gun. What a game. 5,000 damage he did, 1,576 base XP, and a tier 8. That is really high. So I was kind of wondering if this was going to be a 3rd mark game, but it isn't. But that will put you well on your way to your 3rd mark, Buffer. Appreciate you sending that in. The enemy team, you know, their Scorpion G did well, their IS did well, and actually their T-34-100 did pretty well. Other than that, it's kind of goes down from there. So let's have a look. 20 shots, 16 hits, 15 pens, 5,000 damage. That's amazing. And he earned 69,000 credits in that game and 3,700 XP. So excellent game. Thanks for sending it in, and keep sending your replays in, guys. I will show them. Even if you've got a replay you just want me to do an analysis on, I'd be happy to do that. We will catch you guys next time. Toanster out.